Hello and welcome to the very first video review for ofcourseilikefreestuff.wordpress.com. This week's review, as our very first one, I thought it would be very appropriate to review the exact product that really opened our doors in our very first blog post for Of Course I Like Free Stuff. And that would be tampons. Yes, I did say tampons. As I mentioned in that very first blog post, I have not had to buy tampons in over a year. So, of course, I've been able to look at, try, review several different brands. So, what better use of those free products than to review it for you, let you know what I've learned. And so, let's dive right into it. Now, before I get into this too far, I want to let you guys know I am going to go over into the more of the gory details eventually in this tampon review, but don't worry, before I get to that, I will let you know that it's a TMI segment. So don't worry, you can pause it then if you want to. So what am I going to be reviewing with you guys today? Now, the first brand that I'm going to review is the OB Pro Comfort tampons. I received these for free from not one, but two different sites right now. The first one was through BizAgent sample site, which you can check out my blog post for here. And I got a couple boxes through them as well as some coupons for it. And I also received this through Cozy Freebies and Finds, my other blog post here. I was able to go right into the sample site. The brand had a sample site available and request a box there too. So quite a few free samples there. The second product I'm going to dive into is the Tampax Pocket Pearl. I did receive this through She Speaks. It's another sample site program, which at this point, it is now August 2016. I have not dived into this quite yet, but I will eventually, and when I do, the blog post will be here, but until then, it'll go right to shespeaks.com. The final product I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is the U by Kotex. As you can kind of see here, I only have a couple of them. I don't have a full box. And the reason for that is I did receive these through Cozy Freebies and Finds, which took me directly to their brand website. And usually through Cozy Freebies and Finds, you don't always get full-size product. You just get kind of a smattering of the samples. So I got like 3. But that's okay. Samples are samples. I'll take anything for free at this point. Now, the first tampons we're going to talk about today are the OB Pro Comfort tampons. What makes these tampons truly unique is that these do not have an applicator, and because of that, they are so tiny. Look at this. It's so little. Wait a second. Let's check that out for size. Ready? This is a dime, and this is the tampon. It's so tiny. It is so small that it can fit into that little pointless pocket you have in your jeans. Why does that pocket even exist? It's for your tampon. That's why it's there. The second product we're going to talk about is the Tampax Pocket Pearl. Now, what I really like about this product is, first of all, how pretty it is. Because, you know, it's me. And if I'm going to have to carry around something like this, I definitely want it to be pretty. And on top of that, this is also very small as well. So check out this dime that we were looking at earlier. It's way bigger than the other OB one because this one does have an applicator, but it's still pretty small. It's still easily going to fit into your other pocket in your jeans and be pretty much very discreet when you're holding it. And as I said before, it's very pretty. Finally, you have the U by Kotex tampon. You can see this one's pretty as well, not quite as pretty as the Pocket Pearl ones, and it is also small. Let's get a look at that in comparison with our dime that we saw earlier. I mean, still pretty small. Again, it's going to fit into your jeans pocket. And just to give you an idea of how it is compared to all the others, here is our Pocket Pearl. It's about the same size. And then on top of it, let's just take this one out of here and let's check out our OB beside each other. That gives you a really good idea of exactly what you're dealing with when you have in your pocket. You have your OB Pro Comfort, way tiny, and then you have these, which are also pretty close. Be forewarned, we're now going to be going into the TMI segment where we're going to talk about applicators, and all kinds of other fun absorbent things. All right, so the very first one I'm going to talk about is the OB Pro Comfort tampon, which we were talking about earlier. As we discussed, it is very small. And the reason that OB gets away with having it so small is because it does not have an applicator. And although its biggest plus is that it does not have this applicator and it is so small, it's also its biggest negative as well. I would not recommend this OB tampon if you are a beginner. I was definitely recommended this by my mom when we first started, and it is, when you're at that point of life, it's just scary. Don't even try it. Because it doesn't have an applicator. You have to be able to put it in yourself. Yes, fully blown in. And the negative to that as well is if you don't put this in fully when you do insert it, it does feel kind of funny. It's not comfortable if you don't put it in correctly. But if you do, then it's no problem at all. And what's also nice about it is since the era of when my mom used this when I was younger, they've invented a new product addition to it called the Silk Touch. I'm going to just pop this up here so you guys can see that. And the Silk Touch covering, what is nice about it is it does add a layer of between the actual tampon and the outside, so that when you do put it in, it's a lot smoother and a lot easier. You're a lot less likely to insert this incorrectly. So just want to keep that in mind. What's also nice about this tampon is it does have, you're going to open it. It does have this lovely string, which is obviously necessary, and it does have a little bit of a knot up within it, which does allow for blockage. It doesn't leak too much out like other tampons do. It doesn't, if you leave it a little too long, it doesn't leak too much, which is very nice. So that would be the OB tampon. Our next product is the Tampax Pocket Pearl. You'll notice I already have it nice and open for us. It's easy tear there. And what makes this product unique is it does have the applicator and it is collapsible. That's what makes it so small. Woo! So you do need to make sure that the biggest thing here is locking it until you hear that click. You probably didn't hear that. It was very soft, but you need to make sure you hear that click. That way when you do use the applicator, it does get fully inserted and it goes inside completely. Because if it does not, then you have the same problem you had with the OB tampon, which it's not as comfortable. Now, one of the other things I want to call out is this lovely braid that you can see here. Let's see if I can get it up there. There you go. This knot in here, that braid is major leak protection. It is great if you leave it in too long, if you're just having one of those rough days. It really helps you out. It's probably the best leak protection of the three of them because of this giant knotted mess that is the braid when you insert it. You'll notice that our final product is the U by Kotex tampon. Same size as the Tampax Pocket Pearl. It does also provide a very easy tearable section, and it is so small because it does have that collapsible option. One thing that I do think is a little bit better than the Tampax Pocket Pearl is it's a lot easier to lock it than the Tampax Pocket Pearl. The other one we had to kind of hold it steady. That was very easy and quick. The other big difference here is that you'll notice when you look at it, it doesn't have as braided of a section as the Pocket Pearl. It's just kind of string. So the leak protection is not as good, and probably of the three of these, this is the least amount of leak protection, in my opinion, for it. So overall, of these three products, my favorite is definitely the OB Pro Comfort. And it's best for when you're having the middle days where you're kind of heavier because it's a lot easier to put in. And on those days when it's a little too light at the very beginning or the very end, I recommend the Tampax Pocket Pearl. Reasoning for this is the Tampax Pocket Pearl has the best leak protection in my mind. It is the most comfortable to put in, so it's the best when you need to have that applicator. But if you don't need that applicator, I am very big on not taking up a lot of space in my purse, just having it there in case I need it. So any other time I really would recommend the OB Pro Comfort. So first choice, second choice, third choice. Thank you guys so much for listening to our video review today. It's the very first one, as I mentioned. If you want to see a written version of our review, you can find it at our blog, ofcourseilikefreestuff.wordpress.com, right here. Special thanks goes out to not only OB Pro Comfort, not only to Tampax Pocket Pearl, and not only to you by Kotex, but also to those sample sites that allowed me to get these products for free and review them. Biz Agent, She Speaks, and Cozy Freebies and Finds. I really appreciate what you guys do, and I love sharing it with everyone else. For you guys listening out there, for all the links that I mentioned today, you can find them in the description below. And if you have a product you want me to review, or if you have differing opinions about what I've reviewed today, feel free to comment below, share, let me know your thoughts so that in the future I can make it a lot better for you.